Welcome back to another Ab Nation and Hockey Nation video. Today we talk about different news in NHL and of course the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, in NHL, the Carolina Hurricanes signed the 21 years old Jackson Blake, an 8 years deal at $5.25 million AAV. Jackson scored 17 goals, 17 assists for a total of 34 points and played approximately 14 minutes per game. Not only Blake now, but many other players with the Carolina Hurricanes have a long-term deal with that team. The Carolina Hurricanes tried to returning on the Final Four and the playoff 2026 after they got eliminated last year by the Florida Panthers and the final Eastern Conference. My next news about the Devils, and they signed Thomas Bordeleau, the 23 years old, for a one-year deal at $775,000. Bordeleau will try to make the roster of the Devils for the upcoming season. But the big news of the day, guys, about all 5 Canadian World Junior players and the sexual assault case found not guilty. Huge news. I don't want to create any controversy here. I'm not going to talk about this. I just report the news. And the NHL and the NHLPA announce and make a statement the players are ineligible to play in NHL at this moment. They're going to reevaluate the case in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to see if one of them or 5 of them could join the NHL for upcoming season or wait for the season 2026-2027. Finally, my last news of the NHL is about the World Junior Showcase. 4 countries going to play each other, and they are Finland, Sweden, USA, and Canada. Those players try to make the roster for the upcoming World Junior Championship in 2026. Every year at the end of July, you have this World Junior Showcase. That's what we got today on the NHL news. Let's dive in and Montreal Canadiens news. First of all, I want to remind you, Jayden Struble is still on the arbitration for August 3rd. At least if you get a contract. My first news about Jayden Struble arbitration, August 3rd. No deal yet between both parties. We expect, for me, they're going to offer a deal to Jayden Struble before they get to the arbitration. For me, a 2-year deal at $1.25 million to $1.3 million, or a 1-year deal at $1.4 million. We'll see what is going happening between Jayden Struble and the Montreal Canadiens. The next is about Lane Hutson is working on his shot and Brassard. Hutson wants to improve his slap shot, wrist shot with more power for the upcoming season. We know last year it was one of his problems on the ice, but it's great to see him with many others players right now are skating in Brassard in July. My next news about Lane Hutson, new deal. We know the last couple of weeks, the new players, defenseman Noah Dobson signed an 8-year deal at $9.5 million. I don't see how Lane Hutson can get lower at this amount, and the way Hutson play better at Noah, I feel Montreal could offer him, Lane Hutson, an 8-year deal at $10 million. We'll see if it's going happening before the end of 2025 or wait until the summer 2026. And Montreal Canadiens fans, don't worry, he cannot get an offer sheet from any other team during the summer 2026. And then my next news about the Montreal Canadiens prospect in Russia. First, the right defenseman Bogdan Konyushkov with his team Bordeleau get an extension of 1 more year. Now he is under contract for the next 2 years. The only way he can play with the Montreal Canadiens have to wait until 2027. 2 more years. He's already at 23 years old. He's going to be 25 years old. Possible he stay in KHL. And the reason behind that, he will make more money to play in KHL versus Montreal Canadiens. We'll see what look like the Montreal Canadiens roster in 2027, 2028. and possible Bogdan never played with the Montreal Canadiens. And then the other prospect player is Makar Khanin, signed a one-year deal with the team Dynamo. We know Khanin played last year in the MHL, got 10 goals, 9 assists, 19 points, 32 games, but he also played in the VHL, a couple of games, and the KHL. For me, I expect Makar play in the VHL for the upcoming season. Finally, I want to finish with the 3 players at Montreal Canadiens prospect where I believe this is the most important year for each one of them. Roy Filip Mesar and Joshua Roy. Kidney struggling in his first 2 years with the Laval Rocket. Filip Mesar, since he started to play with the Kitchener Rangers and OHL, every year he got hurt. Last year with Laval Rocket, he got hurt. At 26 overall pick, 2022 by the Montreal Canadiens, he needs to make an impact if he wants to stay inside of the Montreal Canadiens organization. And finally, the last player is Joshua Roy. We know what Roy did 2 years ago. We expect him to start the season with the Montreal last year, but a bad training camp, not in shape, no preparation, make him to return with Laval Rocket. His season in Laval Rocket, it was up and down. I don't expect him to start with the Montreal Canadiens, but with the Laval Rocket, he needs to be the best player for the upcoming season. That's what we got for you today on this video of the NHL news and the Montreal Canadiens news. Now is your turn. Leave me a comment about maybe different news in NHL or maybe some different news about the Montreal Canadiens. And don't forget, please, to subscribe, click on the likes, and of course, become a member of my Patreon or the channel is only $2.99. Until the next time, my friend, remember, you have greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.